Hi everyone, it's Miss Amy from Camden Public Library, and Kidlit and libraries across the world have lost another children's author. Great. Gary Paulsen yesterday, author of over 200 books and over 200 articles, plays, short stories, etc. for youth. Passed away yesterday at age 82. So today, in honor of him, I am going to book talk a bunch of the books that he has out. He was a three-time Newbery Award winner for, Hatchet and Dog Song, and I can't remember the last one. This is Gary Paulsen. And these are true stories behind his book Hatchet and the Brian books. So let's see, I have those right here. So this is the true story. This is Brian's return, a different ending for the Hatchet story. Brian's winter, again, a different ending for the Hatchet story, where the boy is flying over Alaska. His plane goes down and he has to survive. And all he has basically is a hatchet. So this is that story. This is the story behind it. So it is a really cool nonfiction written by Gary Paulsen. So this one is another one which tells his stories and some of his real true adventures with animals and different interactions that he had, because he was an adventurer all of his life. And this is called This Side of Wild, and there are all kinds of things. So he competed in 2 Iditarods. He survived in the Minnesota wilderness. He climbed the Bighorn Mountains. And he sled dogs rescued him in Alaska. Let's see. He just has had incredible interactions with animals for all of his life. And so if you are an animal lover, or you love adventure, or you want to live vicariously through someone else, his stories are incredible. And they're not all about animals. This one is actually a picture book, Canoe Days. It is a great early read. So it's not a long picture book, but it's beautiful about spending some time outside on a lake. So let's see. Lawn Boy. So this is Lawn Boy, and Lawn Boy Returns. This is about a boy who starts a lawn mowing business. And then, so let's see. One day when I was 12 and broke, I set out to mow lawns with Grandpa's old riding mower. One client was Arnold the stockbroker, who offered to teach me about the beauty of capitalism, supply and demand, diversifying labor, distributing the wealth, all of that. But his business grew. And then he invested money, and he was a sponsor to a fighter, like the craziest thing, all about entrepreneurship and being your own boss at age 12 and having a business, which lawn mowing business, that's an easy thing to do. Maybe it will inspire you or turn you away from doing something like that. So super fun. These are super quick reads. So great, like 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, even 5th grade reads just for something fun and quick. So those, let's see. This one, another quick read. This is The Amazing Life of Birds. This is of the 20-day puberty journal of Dwayne Homer Leach, as discovered by Gary Paulsen. So this is just super funny about body changing and puberty and all of that craziness that everybody has to go through. This one, Molly McGinty has a really good day. Doesn't look like a really good day. Super fun. Another really quickly read. It's literally about 100 pages long. So just, and not to do with animals. It's just a fun story. So this one is the biography of or autobiography of Gary Paulsen, Gone to the Woods, Surviving a Lost Childhood. And this is a true story of growing up in the wild, of how he did that. Like, pretty incredible. This one is also an autobiography, his life in dog years. Dogs were really important to Gary Paulsen over the years. He was an incredible person. I never met him, but I have read so many of his books. Mud Shark is another really quick, fun read. It is fast. It's a fast-moving story. It's like right around 100 pages again. So another good, kind of quick read. Field Trip is about living with dogs. 3 dogs are better than 2. And it is the sequel to his book, Road Trip. And we have these at the library. And then he has written like all kinds of adventure stories. So Gary Paulsen, Canyons, The Cook Camp by Gary Paulsen. This one, Woods Runner. By Gary Paulsen. And then, let's see, The Transall Saga, a riveting adventure, takes Gary Paulsen's themes of self-reliance and survival to new heights. This one is a solo camping trip, another adventure. And then he has some historical fictions. So this one is Sarnie, A Life Remembered. This is from the book Night John. This is the continuation story from that tale, historical fiction. This one, Soldier's Heart, being the story of the enlistment and due service of the boy Charlie Goddard in the 1st Minnesota Volunteers during, I believe, the Civil War. This one is Francis Tuckett's Adventures in the West, 1847 to 1849. This is books 1 through 5, so it's really thick because there's 5 books in here about them. The Legend of Bass Reeves, being the true and fictional account of the most valiant marshal in the West. This is, there's a couple of YAs. This is called The Island. It's just another adventure. Harris and Me, and The Car. This one, it says 14-year-old Terry has parents who never paid him much attention. So when they both disappear after one of their all too frequent arguments, Terry isn't exactly eager for them to come home. On his own, he occupies himself by assembling a car kit that's collecting dust in the garage for years. When the car is finished, he is crazy. It actually runs, but he gets behind the wheel and heads west and plans to visit an Oregon uncle. But what happens? It's for you to find out. Check out some of these wonderful books. So sorry to hear that we have lost another great in the children's literature world. In honor of Gary Paulsen, hats off. Miss Amy. Happy reading.